Hey everybody, it's your pal Mike Zombie, and this week we're going to talk about Day of the Dead from 2008, a film that has been given a very generous 4.5 stars from a damn near 11,000 user rating on IMDb. Aesthetically, I find this movie very pleasing. Special effects are pretty good. I like the cast, but this movie just fucking sucked. In the spirit of honesty, because I don't lie to you guys, I watched this movie 2 weeks ago because I believed we were going to do a live show last week, and we had some technical difficulties, and I didn't record it. I was going to record it last Wednesday and edit it Thursday and give it to Mick Pierce for Saturday's show, but we did a best of. It was a great, really good show, of course, and so I'm sitting here now today trying to remember Day of the Dead, and I'm going to read the little synopsis that I have here on IMDb. When a small Colorado town is overrun by the flesh-hungry dead, a small group of survivors try to escape in a last-ditch effort to stay alive. I'm going to put out a plea. Can we please stop trying to remake zombie films? Because, let's be honest, we only have a handful of zombie films that were worth even a remake in the sense of trying to tell the story deeper or having a bigger budget and being able to expand. And if you're familiar with George Romero's work, often the first scripts that he writes are drastically different than what gets filmed. And I actually own, and you can too, it's not like a guarded secret, the original screenplay for Day of the Dead, 85, and it was way different than the movie that was filmed. And you know what? And I'm glad they didn't make it because I love the movie that was made, to be honest with you. But so this, of course, is riding the coattails of a dead franchise. Really, because they're zombies. But to me, it was so drastically different even from the premise of the first, which, you know what? I guess in a sense was also relief, because I'm like, okay, I don't have to sit here and wait for this to be a remake and the predictability of what I'm going to see. You know, who's going to be Bub. But, you know, there'll never be another Bub. And I'm actually going to spend a minute talking about the 1985 version of Day of the Dead. I was on a show the other night with Midnight Corey, Bill Shetty, and Greg Immortus. And we were doing our 12 zombie films versus 12 slasher films. And I had a great time. And these guys are the goods. They're probably never going to hear my review. But if you do, guys, I really had a great time with you. And I would love to do that with you again. Midnight Corey and I decided we were going to make the case that Day of the Dead 1985 was one of the best zombie films ever, and we both agree it is. But of course, none more better than Dawn of the Dead 78. And I was talking about Bub and why I love the original Day of the Dead so much. And I wanted to throw this out here as well. You guys can hit me back and tell me what you think. I love Bub because Bub is innocent. Yeah, and you have to set aside what Bub is. Bub, yes, he's a zombie. You come back to life, and he'll kill you and kill your whole fucking family if he gets the chance, if he's hungry. But Bub is also innocence. Bub is like a little child. He wants to please. He craves approval. He wants to fit in. He wants to be like everybody else, and he's got so much to learn, you know. And you can tell in his nature that he's gentle. But, of course, you can't undo the steel trap of what he is. He is a machine. We in a sense, those that were touched by the movie will tell you we love Bub. Sherman Howard did a fantastic job, but he reminds me of our innocence. And that's what I really liked about him. There's nary anything like that in Day of the Dead 2008. We have some decent acting. You know, it's a small town in Colorado. I'm going from memory. See, this is how little of this shitbox movie stuck with me, to be honest. It's only been a week, and I'm scrambling to remember what happened. There is an outbreak. People are trying to get out of this little tiny town, and the military stopping them, shutting everything down. It starts off like the flu. People are sick. They got a bit of a cold or sneezing, and they're kind of out of it. And, of course, they all become zombies. But where this movie lost me was not right away. Usually, you know, I know. Well, like, this movie starts, all right, fuck this, and I'm already out of it mentally. But this one, I'm like, okay, the acting's pretty good, all right. You know, zombie outbreak is slowly happening. And Sarah Bowman, played by Mina Suvari, I like her. I think she did really good. And the rest of the cast was okay. Ving Rhames is, you know, you get what you get with Ving Rhames, you know, and I like the man, I like his acting, but this was not one of his best. But this was, you know, he's being really typecast in this kind of shit. He's pretty much still playing the cop from Dawn of the Dead, but that's how they want to write him. That's not his fault. You're only giving so many words and so much direction. And where this movie lost me Because I was hanging in there. I'm like, well, come on. Maybe it's not that bad. And I'm like, okay, it's not a rip-off of Day of the Dead, so maybe I can find something to like. Not only do zombies... Now, bear in mind what we expect a zombie to be. We have the different classes. We have zombies and we have infected. Zombies, I reserved for Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, traditional zombies, Fulci. These are zombies that I don't care if they walk slow or fast, but they're a certain type of creature. They are dead and they are reanimated. All right, and then we have the infected, be it like a 28 days later or something like that. Or whatever, where they're running. Where they're just people that are sick, that have some kind of virus or something's taking over, and they may bite, they may try to kill us, but they are alive inside, no matter how dead they present themselves or act, but they're not dead creatures. So this movie combines the two, I guess, along with fucking X-Men. So these are X-Men zombies, because these zombies, these people are shambling around. Oh God, I'm about to die. I'm a zombie. Cool, I can run 80 miles an hour. And the Matrix, they can run up walls. They can run like spiders on the ceiling. Apparently, because zombies come equipped with fucking suction cups on their hands and feet. Day of the Dead, directed by Steve Miner. Steve, when this movie became fucking stupid is where I jumped out. And to tell the honest truth, I think I probably slept through the last 15, 20 minutes. I couldn't tell you how it ended. And I'm not going to go back and try to figure it out. Because as soon as zombies started, literally running on the ceiling and crawling on the ceiling at full speed and defying physics, you lose me there. So, folks, if you'd like to watch a movie where people become machines that become X-Men, that become the Matrix and can hover... This shit was one... If only these zombies had fucking magic wands and could cast spells and go to Hogwarts, this would have covered everything I saw last year. Seriously. This movie was fucking awful. And the shame was, they had money, they had a good cast. I'm looking up and down the cast here, folks. It's a good cast. I mean, nobody that you're going to go watch an Oscar-winning performance, but you know what? It was good. They were all capable. And this movie just completely shit the bed. I'm not afraid to say it. If I ever meet any of you at a convention, tell me, hey, dude, you fucking shit on my movie, and I will say, yep, because it was fuck. Real simple. And the joke's on me if they tried to slip a bub in near the end, or 3/4 of the way through, because I would have missed it, but I wouldn't have accepted it anyway. So this was not, in my mind, a remake of Day of the Dead. It wasn't you know what it is? It's a reinterpretation of every other fucking zombie movie that's been made in the last 8 years, minus a few. As far as these military-style ones. I shouldn't say all. In the last 10 years, we've been blessed with some really interesting zombie films. Of course, my favorite among those is going to be The Dead from 2010, but that's a whole other deal. And and that was a review I did several months back. You should check that out. The film, not my review. Fuck my review. You should check out the film. It's really good. Let's see what else. This is going to be... Movies like this are going to be what ruins... the zombie genre, if it's not already ruined as far as current production goes. When I have to watch 20 films to get 4 that I thought were pretty good, to get, 1 that I thought was real good, and maybe even more than that. I mean, honestly, maybe we're talking, it's more like a 50 films, where I'm getting, 1 or 2 where I'm like, that was really good. And that's just a symptom of its own dying success. Every asshole with a camera can make one of these. And and that's what kills me, I've seen some movies that were shot damn near on mini DV cams that I thought were really well made, really well thought out, and presented really well. And then you get something like this where millions of dollars gets poured into it, and it just absolutely shits the bed. And it doesn't have to. That's what kills me, is they go for the stupid shit. Budget. They spent $18 million estimated on this thing. Unfucking believable. Just kills me. Just kills me to think what you could do with a fraction of that, with motivated people that really wanted to make a good story. This may be too many fucking, captains crashing the ship. I don't know. Speaking of crashing ships, it's all good unless you're in Italy. But don't worry, because that captain he was the first one to call 911. I think the fucker did it from his house. Day of the Dead from 2008, not my cup of tea. And it's a shame that it bears the name of a fine movie from a fine director from a great franchise. In fact, one of the few zombie franchises that holds up. Fuck this film. I'm going to talk about other zombie films during this time. Watch Dawn of the Dead 78 and Day of the Dead. Enjoy them. It holds up. Yeah, it's dated, but fuck, everything's dated. And there's something to be said, of course, for special effects and practical appliances, and not so much damn CGI. And CGI is just choking the shit out of everything that I watch now. You know what? I'm fine with a little CGI to make what's believable just more vibrant and amazing. But when I'm automatically in disbelief and discrediting the whole rest of your film because it looks like fucking Looney Tunes, it's no good. It's absolutely no good. And can we stop making shit that's 3D? Fuck 3D. I'm telling you guys. You're falling into the hype. Guess what TVs aren't selling? 3D TVs, because we don't fucking want them. Who wants to sit around in their house and look like an asshole wearing glasses? Not me. I don't mean glasses, folks, because glasses can be damn sexy. Look at McPierce. Damn Skippy. He wears glasses. Life is 3D. We don't freak out and scream around losing our fucking minds because everything's in 3D. Oh my God. Look, put your hand in front of your face. It's 3D. Now run around and show people how excited you are that it looks like your real hand. That's what you do in the theater. Drives me nuts. So is my creaky chair. Hear this? And that's my cat. Hi, Crow. I'm leaving it in. Fuck it. I'm having a good time with this. So I'm rapping to you guys about zombie films that should not have been made. A la Day of the Dead 2008. I guess I should shut up because it gives me something to do. It gives me something to watch. And every week I get to watch. Zombie movies to me are like an old friend. It's like an old friend that I talk to every week. It's like going to the barber. I go to the barber once a week and he kind of tells me a new story. But I know I'm still going to get my hair cut. You know what I mean? That's kind of what this is for me. And luckily, there's so many of these that I could watch one every night. Some guy's got a website, 365 Days of Zombie Films, and I think he watched one every night for that year. That's great. I have no idea how many zombie films I've seen, but I'll tell you what, one thing I learned the other night, I've missed a lot of great slasher films because I've been watching so many zombie films, so I'm going to sneak some slashers in. Anyway, lots of good zombie films to watch, and still, I know I'm reviewing Day of the Dead 2008, but check out The Dead from 2010 any way you can get it. Even if your only way is to buy it online or to buy it from Amazon, buy the fucking film. You're gonna love it. It's amazing. Midnight Corey agrees, and we know what we're fucking talking about. All right, it's just that simple. Follow me on Twitter at It's Your Pal Mike Z. The link should be in the show notes, and check out all of us. Actually, we say some funny stuff from time to time. And check me out at faildozer.com. See ya.